books, the 116th anniversary of The Wizard of Oz by Frank Brown. To start our program off first, I want to let everybody know that we are selling the book, The Wizard of Oz. We're selling the collectible issue for $20, and we are selling the small picture book for $6. All the proceeds help with the Friends of the Library. Also, too, we have the ongoing book sale right over here on the side. All books are 50 cents, and if you buy our collectible tote bag, it is $5. And you can fill it with all books that you want. Again, the proceeds go to the Friends of the Lodi Memorial Library. Also, too, we have our ongoing membership drive, which will be selling the books and the membership drive at the table over here. And if you haven't considered becoming a friend of the library, we would really love it if you consider the applications are there. They've been mailed out to everybody. And becoming a friend helps support the library programming here at the Lodi Memorial Library, and your donations help support this event planning. Also, please check out on the table, we have the library programming. October is Health Literacy Month. So we just want to check out that all the programs that are happening in the month of October. Okay, that's enough for the announcements. Again, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Justin Wittrell. I'm from the Friends of the Lodi Memorial Library. I do special events here. I want to welcome you to the Celebrating Books, the 116th anniversary of The Wizard of Oz by Frank Brown. The Friends of the Library want to welcome a woman of great distinction who represented our state of New Jersey in the recent Miss American pageant, Miss New Jersey 2016, Miss Brenna Weick. Miss Weick's accomplishments have been many. Miss Weick is a lifelong resident of Gloucester County in Montauk, New Jersey. She's a graduate of High Point University, where she earned a BS in psychology with a minor in communications. A member of Alpha Gamma Delta sorority, my mom's sorority at Syracuse, where my mom and my two aunts are the sorority sisters from the Alpha chapter. She was a senior class government representative. She served as the Pell Hellenic Council representative for the 2016 pitch class, a university ambassador, a peer mediator, a teen PEP educator, a Sci-Pi SGA representative, and a member of the dance team. She received a number of scholastic awards, including the High Point Academic Achievement Award Scholarship and the Alpha Gamma Delta Strive to Pi Academic Excellence Award. Miss Weick began competing in the Miss America organization as a teen and won the Miss New Jersey Outstanding Teen title in 2010. Since joining the Miss America local competition, Miss Weick has been awarded over $10,000 in scholarship awards, in addition to receiving both the Miss New Jersey and the Miss America Community Service Awards. In 2015, she earned the bronze medal for participation in the Duke in Edinburgh program through the Miss America organization. She was also the youngest recipient in her hometown to receive the hometown's Mayor Dedication Volunteer Award. Her platform issue, A World of Difference, Navigating the Cyberspace, where her aim is to teach generations young and old how to use the internet safely and with integrity. She utilizes this platform to host seminars with parents and senior citizens in an attempt to bridge the gap that has been created by the growth of technology. To teach children how best to utilize cybersphere, she uses the acronym SPACE, S-P-A-C-E, S for select online friends carefully, P to protect personal information, A to act wisely, C to control privacy settings, and E to expose cyberbullying and excuse. It is her hope through her platform that she continue to be a positive influence in her community across the state of New Jersey as well as nationally through the Miss America organization. Brenna's future includes obtaining a master's degree in journalism and working with the field of TV production. Everybody please help us in welcoming our state representative to the Miss America pageant, Miss New Jersey 2016, Miss Brenna Weick.
organization, so it's been paying for my college quite well. Thank you. Alrighty. Is that better? I'll try and speak up. I was actually Dorothy in my school musical, The Wizard of Oz, when I was a senior in high school, so this is bringing back fond memories. We begin with the tornado. Dorothy lived with her Uncle Henry and Aunt Em on a farm in the middle of the huge Kansas prairies. Uncle Henry and Aunt Em both worked hard all day. Their skin was the same tone of gray as the dry, sunburned prairies that surrounded them. They never laughed, and they hardly ever smiled. Dorothy, however, laughed a lot, especially at her little dog Toto, with his silky black fur and merry black eyes. Dorothy loved him, and they played together every day. Today, though, a big storm, a cyclone, was coming, and Dorothy, Aunt Em, and Uncle Henry were rushing to get to the storm cellar under their farmhouse, where they would be safe. Toto was frightened, and just as Dorothy was about to climb down the rickety cellar steps, he jumped out of her arms and tried to hide. Dorothy ran after him. "Dorothy," Aunt Em called, holding the cellar door open. "Come quickly, run." Dorothy grabbed Toto and tried to follow her aunt, but the house began to tremble and shake, and Dorothy fell to the floor. Then an amazing thing happened. The whole house lifted up into the air and spun around. Terrified, Dorothy tightly held Toto. Hours passed, but the wind just kept wailing and the house kept whirling. Realizing there was nothing else to do but wait calmly, Dorothy crawled into her bed and eventually fell asleep. A big jolt woke Dorothy. When she looked outside, she could hardly believe her eyes. This wasn't Kansas. She had landed in the midst of a beautiful country filled with green grass and fruit trees. Suddenly, Dorothy saw some small people marching towards her. "We, the Munchkins, welcome you to our land," said a man. "Thank you for killing our enemy." "I haven't killed anyone," Dorothy exclaimed. "Your house did," said a woman. Sure enough, there were 2 feet sticking out from under Dorothy's house. "I am the good witch of the north," said the woman. "The wicked witch of the east has been keeping the Munchkins as slaves, but you have freed them." "Have her silver shoes as your reward for saving us," said one of the Munchkins. "They're magical." "You are in the land of Oz," explained the good witch. "There is still one wicked witch left, the Wicked Witch of the West. But you will be safe here with us." "Thank you," said Dorothy, "but I just want to go home to Aunt Em and Uncle Henry. They'll be so worried about me." And she began to cry. "Maybe the Great Oz can help you," said the good witch. "The wizard is more powerful than any of us and lives in the Emerald City. It's a long journey, but you just need to follow the yellow brick road." The witch pointed out the road and gave Dorothy a gentle kiss on the forehead for good luck. Dorothy went into her house to collect food for the journey ahead. She changed into a clean dress and the Wicked Witch's silver shoes. They fit perfectly. As Dorothy and Toto walked along the yellow brick road, many Munchkins came out to bow to them. They knew Dorothy had saved them from slavery, and they were very grateful. One of the Munchkins invited Dorothy to have supper and rest overnight in his home. The next morning, as she and Toto continued on their journey, Dorothy stopped to rest beside a cornfield. A raggedy scarecrow stood in the middle of the field. As Dorothy gazed at the scarecrow, she thought she saw it wink. Yes, it did. It winked, and then it spoke. "Good day," he said. "Would you be so kind as to take this pole out of my back?" "You spoke," Dorothy said in surprise as she walked over and lifted the scarecrow off the pole. "Thank you very much," he said. "Now who are you and where are you going?" "My name is Dorothy, and I'm going to the Emerald City to ask the wizard to send me back home to Kansas." "Maybe the wizard could give me a brain," said the scarecrow. "My head is stuffed with straw. I would love to have a brain so that people don't think I'm a fool." "Why not come along too?" said Dorothy. The scarecrow nodded, and they set off. A while later, the road became rough and uneven, with lots of holes and missing bricks. The farms were shabbier too, with fewer fruit trees. The farther they went, the more dismal everything looked. At lunchtime, Dorothy offered the scarecrow some bread from her basket. "No, thank you," he said politely. "I never get hungry. Besides, my mouth is only painted on." The scarecrow wanted to know all about Dorothy, so she told him about Kansas and about life with Aunt Em and Uncle Henry, who she missed terribly, even though everything had been so dull and gray. The scarecrow told her about his lonely life. At first, the crows were scared of him, but then an old crow came and sat on his shoulder. When the old crow realized the scarecrow wasn't going to hurt him, he hopped down and started eating the corn. Soon a whole flock of crows came and joined him. The old crow had told the scarecrow that a brain was the only thing worth having, and he had longed for one ever since. Without one, he felt like a fool and didn't think he was a very good scarecrow. Dorothy felt sorry for the scarecrow and hoped the wizard would be able to help him. They continued walking, and toward evening they came to an empty cottage in the forest. Dorothy and Toto were both very tired, so they all went inside to rest. So I think we're going to stop there. If you want to read the rest, you have them for sale over here, right? Take questions. Does anybody have any questions for me? Any of these little cuties over here, do you have any questions? Not to put you on the spot.
Oh, come on, everybody stop. Well, I guess I'll start with the first question. What was it like to represent us in the Miss America pageant recently? Because that is such a great honor. I mean, you have done so much for our state. So that's my first question.
So I just competed at Miss America in Atlantic City, and I think it's especially special for Miss New Jersey because she's the hometown girl. So you really receive a lot of support, and it's really incredible. Everywhere we went for 2 weeks leading up to the pageant, everybody's calling out Miss New Jersey. And so it makes you feel really special, and the people of New Jersey have treated me like Miss America since I was crowned, which is really cool. Being at Miss America is really exciting because you get to make 51 new friends, and they're all from a different part of the country. So now, anytime I visit a new state, I have someone to stay with and someone to hang out with, which is really cool. All of us are very close, and I think that's a stereotype a lot of people don't understand about pageantry, that we really do have each other's backs. And the contestants are not mean to one another at all backstage. In fact, backstage is where we bond the most. So it was really incredible, and Savvy, who is our new Miss America, was a friend of mine for many years. She was Miss Arkansas's teen when I was New Jersey's teen, way back in 2009. So we were sweet mates. We shared a hotel next to each other during the Miss America's teen competition, and we were friends ever since then. So when she won Miss Arkansas, I was just so excited to share this experience with her, and it ended up being her year. So she's our new Miss America, and hopefully she'll be traveling to New Jersey quite a bit to visit us here. And it was just incredible to step out on the stage at Boardwalk Hall, especially because growing up a Jersey girl, I've always watched the Miss America pageant and dreamed of being there myself someday. So, great experience.